It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down. Behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Of course, it's been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive. The regular season, they went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Barkley, inside handoff. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Hold him to an okay game.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4. We're coming up.
Hey, Silver.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Walter Nolan gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is taken in by McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
He's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Cardinals...
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
1st down, Arizona.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get that complete to Harrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to throw again. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Automatic 1st down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And incomplete on the deep ball. Halftime coming up. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
63.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Trimmer. 9. Yeti.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Give to Algier from the shotgun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's second and 3. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Walter Nolan in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will.
Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll fake the jet sweep and give it to Bigsby.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Trim.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good. For Eagles, first down.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
9 yards. And an Eagles
63 back.
first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd down and 1.
Great. Third and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, let's go. Trim it. Go Silver, ready? No, touch that.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey! No touch.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.